What's up, y'all? This is Ty. We are getting down to the wire. Another show I used to like, The Wire. The Wire was good, but we're getting down to the wire. This is episode 9 of Power. Big Rich Town. I just come from the poorest part. Yes, I do. And tonight's episode, you know I gotta sing it. You know I gotta be annoying. I know it gets on your nerves. Tonight's episode is episode 9. It was called There's a Snitch Amongst Us, or Among Us. There's a snitch among us. So somebody getting hurt, because you know snitches get stitches, y'all. They certainly do. So the episode starts off with the news coverage from Kanan Stark being killed in his big face off with the police in the last episode. Yes, Kanan Stark. Did I know his last name was Stark? Is he related to Tony Stark? Now let me stop. Anyway, we see Tariq sitting at home watching the news program about news segment about Kanan Stark and his criminal past, and he has no family, etc., etc. And then he hears his mother and his father and Tommy arguing about what happened and whose fault it was and whose idea. And you hear Ghost telling Tasha, "You could have got Tariq killed. You know what? One kid dead isn't good enough for you." And I understood that. I understood where he was going. That got him a slap in the face because Tasha was offended, highly offended. She smacked him. He's saying you should have listened to my plan. She's saying we did it this way. Out comes Tariq. He's saying it wasn't his mother's fault. It was his idea. He knew that Kanan would do the things he did and react the way he would and all this other stuff. So he's like, I was the only person who cared for Kanan, and I fixed your problems. And so Ghost was a little like, "What? What are you saying, little boy?" And Tariq was like, "Yeah, I'm the one that fixed the problems. I'm the one that fixed it. I caused the mess. I fixed the mess. I got everybody off because everybody's off and clear because of me. So Ghost wasn't feeling that, and he's like, "Boy, if you don't get your boop, 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 boop in that room," and Tariq is not scared of that. Tariq is not scared of that. Tariq is like, "You know what? Whatever. I said what I said," because Ghost was like, "You heard what I said. I didn't stutter." And Tariq said, "Neither did I." So, Tariq, I don't know. That boy's out of control now. It's too late. The damage is done. So we see Ghost taking him to school, or what we think he's taking him back to school, and he's trying to knock some sense to his head, telling him, "Listen, you don't want that street life, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to do all that. You want to do a different role, blah, 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 blah. Yak, 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 yak." Because that's what it sounds like to Tariq right now. It's like, yak, 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 yak. Who cares? Nobody cares. Show me the game, Ghost. That's disrespectful when you call your father by his name like that. Just the way he spoke to him. Instead of dad, you just flat out teach me the effing game, Ghost. I'd have smacked him right in his face right there. Chopped him in his throat, something. Punched him in the face, something. Don't be disrespectful. Don't be rude like that. But I gotta say this. Ghost, you reap what you sow. You cannot do all this dirt, do all this evil, and think it's not gonna get passed down, that it's not gonna come. It's in your family. Your wife is evil. You're evil. You built your empire on evilness. You're a smart man, but this is your life. Criminal activities, and the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Unfortunately, your son is, because you guys lied to him about how you acquired all your wealth and your success. He's rebelling now, and now he's kind of like, he's disgusted with you. That's why he's rebelling, because he feel like you parents lied to him. And in the way you guys created this monster that we see before us, and he's like, "Teach me the game. Look, I want the game." And, he up there selling drugs up at the school. But what was very telling was when Ghost walked away, we see Tariq, he goes into the station and comes right out because he ain't going back to school. He's got other plans. Tariq done went down here to the Italians, and he's letting them know, he can move weight for them. They can trust him, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this dude, he's smart. He's smart and evil, just like his daddy. And the guy helps him out by doing what? Helping him get a fake ID so he can go get Kanan's ashes and his remains. I think he was cremated. Get his ashes, and I'm like, somebody asked me. They said, do they release ashes that easily? He just get a fake ID and say he's his son, and they release it. I said, I don't know, but then again, Kanan's a known criminal. They don't care. They'll release his ashes to any damn body. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Tariq is really, 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 really. I guess next season he's really disrespectful. He's really out of control. I guess next season he's gonna be in the business or doing something. It's just crazy to see that because the first few seasons the kids were just in the backdrop, and who knew that all this would happen? They would lose a child, and now Tariq is just wilding out. Now he's getting into the life, and that other little girl, I don't even know the other little girl's name. I forget they have another child. The other little girl, what's going to become of her? She going to be slinging drugs in kindergarten next year, on daycare or whatever. How old is she? Who knows? We'll have to see next season. Anyway, enough of the rambling. Let's get on to the heat being felt on Angela. Her team, her colleagues are not trusting her, and they're just falling. They're mocking Sachs. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but Mock and the crew are doing their best to try to take her down. They go to Proctor. They put a wire on Proctor so that he can talk to Ghost and try to get Ghost to implicate Angela. That doesn't happen because Proctor ends up telling Ghost that he's wearing a wire. Ghost chokes the life out of him, damn near, and he's like, "Listen, you gotta trust me. I did that under duress, but you gotta trust me." And he wanted him to give up Angela, but Ghost is in love with Angela, and when we fall in love, we ain't giving up nobody. Some other things that happen though. We see Mock talking to Angela. Angela has offered him that cushy job in DC so he can get away from all this, but she wants him to tell her who his informant is, and he does. He tells her, and he tells her that the snitch is who? Teresi, Tommy's father. So what does Angela do? Angela takes a picture of the photos of Teresi speaking to the police, and he gives it to Ghost. She gives it to Ghost. Ghost then, knowing that Tommy's not going to believe him or want to hear from him, goes to the Italian, tells him, makes a deal with him so that he can tell Tommy that Tommy's daddy, Teresi, is a snitch. So that's what they do. They tell Tommy that his daddy's a snitch. And you talking about intense, but before I get to that, I gotta go back. I'm sorry, I'm moving too fast. Let me go back, so pretend I didn't say that. First, we see the tension between Teresi, Sammy, which is Teresi's right-hand man, his friend, and Tommy, because when they were trying to do their little operation, the car got stopped or whatever at the prison or whatever, and the heat is on them, and the guy's like, there's a snitch amongst us. There's a snitch. So Tommy and Sammy get into it because Sammy's like, he might be the snitch. We haven't had any problems till this dude comes along. Teresi's like, let me handle it. No. He's trying to keep the heat down. Teresi tells Sammy, listen, I'm going to trust me. Yeah, I know this is my son and all, but trust me, I'm going to rat him out. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to take Ghost down, and we're going to do this. We're going to be fine. But Sammy overhears Teresi telling the police that he has information to take down Ghost and Ghost only. He ain't mentioning Tommy. So, Sammy is pissed. He's like, wait a minute. I thought you said you were going to rat on Tommy, too. What's going on here? And, they're arguing back and forth. And as they're arguing back and forth, now this is really intense, Tommy walks in. He's like, what's going on? Now, Sammy was about to let the cat out the bag. He's like, your father, about to tell him, your father's a damn snitch. Before he could say anything, Teresi done stabbed him up, shut him down, killed him, and tells Tommy, we got him. Turns out he was the snitch. And I'm like, Tommy, Really? You need to pay attention. Really? You believing this? You believing this? Okay. So now let's go back to Tommy finding out from the Italian, I forget his name, forgive me, y'all, that Teresi's a snitch. Tommy is heated, but he's conflicted. I mean, damn, Tommy can't catch a break. That's his daddy. He was bonding with daddy. Now daddy's snitching on him. So it was really a really intense scene. Tommy gets in the car with Teresi. He's questioning him, and they're going to see Teresi's wife, who's dying, and they're going to see her, going to visit her because she took a turn for the worse. And I thought Tommy was going to kill him right there in the car, but no. Tommy let him go see his wife. Tommy let him go home. He's explaining to Tommy, I wasn't going to rat you out. I wasn't going to do it. And it looks like it appeared that Tommy was going to let him take this money and flee and go. And I also saw a scene, you saw a scene where Teresi's reaching for his gun, or it looked like he was reaching for his gun. I said, is he going to try to shoot Tommy? Is this going to be, whatever? But that didn't happen. What happened is Tommy ended up killing his own father. What a great scene that was. Then he goes home to his mother. These are some sick people. Tommy goes home to his mother, tells her he had to kill his father. And she says, you did the right thing. Well, these people are, this season, I'm not rooting for nobody. I don't like anybody. I love the show, but I'm not rooting for anybody. Everybody is just so evil and crooked. This show is so well written. I don't trust anybody. I don't like anybody. To hell with all of them. This show is so good. I mean, this show always has me in my feelings. So, what else happened in this episode? Angela, who the heat is on for her, convinces Dre, who has been demoted by Alicia of the Jimenez cartel, to turn on her and help her get information so that she can arrest Alicia. So he does say he wants to make a deal, and while Alicia and Cristobal are having relations, she gets arrested. So you think, hooray, yay, Angela, another win, you got her arrested. And so we see, which was crazy at the end of this episode, Angela walking into the office and her colleagues are like, okay, you're going to tell us everything you know because, number one, Mark told you about Teresi being an informant, and now Teresi's dead. We know you're working with Tommy. We know you're working with James St. Patrick. You need to give up this information if you want your career or you're going to jail. This is what's going to happen. So we're going to arrest you. And she's looking all mean face. What a way to end the episode. I'm like, see what happens? Don't feel sorry for you, Angela. You done turned into a crook and you're going down. You're going down. And that's how the episode ended. And I was like, wow, this show always does it. And you see Sergeant Rodriguez stand there smirking like, yeah, we got her now. Like they're ready. They're like, we got her, mocking them and looking like, yeah, we got you. She looking all sour faced. And that's how the episode ended. I thought it was great. This show, I'm telling you, every time I say, what are they going to do next? How are they going to get out of this? How are they going to do that? They keep surprising me. So, that's it for this episode. That was episode 9. The next episode is the big season finale, episode 10. I will see you then. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me your thoughts below. All right, people, I'm out.